Morning Magic fans, this is another installment of What's on Sale in Alpha 40. We've got another package from one of our favorite sellers, and we're going to open it on the channel today and talk about the cards inside. We're wrapping up the month of July, and Alpha 40 matches are going well. I'll give you an update once we get to August, how July went. We're also working on an in-person meetup that will get to play some matches in person next month. I think I'll try to film those so that I can put some content on the channel. So we got a package of Magic cards in this bubble mailer. And we also have a Topps 2020 Team Baseball set of Minnesota Twins cards. This was a free item that came with this package of Magic cards. I believe we will open these up. Most of these players are probably still not on the team anymore, but if we go to Twins Fest next year, we can get some of those cards signed by the players. Looks like Nelson Cruz was on the front there. I think he was with San Diego. Now he's probably in the minor leagues or a free agent. Awesome. Here we go. This is what we were looking for. We got a giant stack of Alpha Mountains. We are working on our Alpha 40 deck and picking up more red cards for the deck. So it's kind of shifting from a blue-red burn to a mono-red deck. And these are some of the cheapest Alpha Mountains that we were able to find on the internet. And they are graded. They are graded by BGS. We have 2 BGS cards here. They are graded by PSA. We've got a PSA copy here. And we have a CGC, a couple copies of CGC Alpha Magic Mountain. So we've got 5 copies of the Mountains here. We're gonna crack these out starting with the least condition, the one that's in the least condition. But I found that the grades on the cases don't necessarily correlate to the condition of the cards. Sometimes they make some mistakes and overgrade or undergrade some cards, but we have a range here. These are all in the $25 to $50 range. And we'll just take them out and kind of analyze, do a quick inspection and analyze the conditions of the card. So this is a BGS 7. It does look like it was freshly graded with the 00150 cert number. This is a BGS 7. It got an 8 centering, 7.5 corners, 7.5 edges, and a 6.5 surface. So there's something on the surface that BGS took issue with. So maybe there were some indentations or scratches on the surface, which I can't really tell. So otherwise, that looks like a pretty good copy. So that one's pretty good. We'll hang on to that one. This next card is an Alpha Mountain. These are the darker version. This is a BGS 8, near mint to mint. This got 7.5 centering. So it should be slightly worse centering than the 7, which you can see that it's a little shifted down and to the right, whereas the 7 is pretty well centered. Corners and edges got 8.5 on this 8. They do look a little bit better, and the surface got an 8. So there were probably no issues with the surface on this card. A couple smudges on the cases, but we're gonna take them out of the cases and play with these, so that's not really an issue. So that's the BGS 8. We also got a PSA copy. So we'll compare all these. So this is a PSA 6. Yesterday on the channel, we picked up a PSA 7 Fireball. So this PSA 6 does have a few condition issues. If you hold it up to the light, there is a dent on the surface right there, so that would probably give it a 6 for sure. Centering is also off quite a bit on this copy. This border is really thin, and so is the bottom. So it's definitely shifted down and to the right. Maybe not as much. Yeah, definitely shifted more than the BGS 8 copy. So I think that 6 is accurate for that card right now. So far, that's the range, 6, 7, and 8. We also picked up 2 copies in CGC holders. CGC is newer. They're sort of taking over the Magic card market from PSA. They used to offer subgrades like Beckett did, but they no longer offer the subgrades. They also call this the brown sky version of the mountain. I've seen these referred to as Mountain A, Mountain B. The other mountain is the snowy version, and then the third art was the mountain art that was used in Arabian Nights by Douglas Schuler. That was introduced into the beta release after alpha was printed. So this one is a CGC 7, and it's actually in really good shape. It's got a bunch of surface wear on the edges and corners that I can see. It's been played. It's also got a kind of like a slight indentation or scratch mark on the back. But otherwise a pretty good card. I'd say it's probably slightly better than the BGS 7 condition wise. Yeah, probably in this range here. And then last but not least, we got one more CGC Alpha Mountain. This one appears to be the nicest one of the lot. This is a CGC 8.5, and this one does have the subgrades, as I mentioned earlier. This CGC 7 does not have subgrades listed. They're both the brown sky version. And so looking at the subgrades, on the near mint to mint plus 8.5, they gave it an 8.5 centering, so should have better centering than this 7.5 BGS 8. And they're similar. This one's shifted to the right as this one is, but it's also shifted a little more up than down. So I got 8.5 centering. It's also got 9.5 surface. So there's absolutely no issues with the surface on this card. So that got like a gem mint surface. It also got 9 corners and 8 edges. So the edges were the only thing holding this card back from a CGC 9. Otherwise, looks like a pretty nice card. I think I would still crack this out and play with it. It's still a pretty nice copy, but it's not mint by my standards, and it's definitely off-centered. So I would, I'll put this in the stack, but I'll probably save it to the last copy to crack, and I'll see if we can pick up any more Alpha Mountains on eBay for the Alpha 40 deck. But this is our pickup of the week. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was this useful to review the different grades assigned by grading companies and the variations in the subgrades? Let me know. Stay tuned for another video where we'll probably crack these out and put them into our Alpha 40 deck. So that's the Alpha Mountain video for the day. Appreciate everybody for watching. Yes, I did make a few videos on cracking cases out, but I think I'll get some more practice with these. And stay tuned. We'll put these in our Alpha 40 deck. Take care, everyone.